Okay. Haven't been to do this for a while. My inner laziness has begun to better me, and also, probably mentioned this past, but I got a job, so that's kind of been deterring my time. And anyway, I've done a video in the past recommending or just talking about like the works of Robert E. Howard. So that's what another one of these. This one is. This time, instead of talking about Solomon Kane, which by the way, underrated character and far superior to Conan the Barbarian in terms of concept. I don't know, I just found it more interesting. If you like Conan, go with God, I guess. But this one is about another character that was made by Robert E. Howard, who actually was like someone who was made before Conan, but here's the funny part. He actually exists in a more similar sort of time period in Robert E. Howard's world to Conan, because I can't remember if they ever confirmed this, but Kull is basically like an ancestor of Conan the Barbarian. He was from Atlantis. He survived. He was adopted by another tribe, but they tried to kill him after he put a woman out of her misery that they were going to make pay for the fact that she was related to another group that they hated. He's an interesting guy, and both Kull and Conan have been kings at one point. That's what this story is, by the way, and if you came here to not be spoiled, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to be flying off the handle. Basically, he becomes the king of this kingdom. And one day his sort of rivals and I guess enemies, they don't come to right him, they ask to speak with him, and he's basically told, like, look, there's an enemy hidden within your own people who wants to kill you. And later on they send a guy to, was his name Brule? I can't remember even his fucking name now, but they send him to also help prove it to him. They're like, okay, fine, because they're like, look, you're our enemy, but we would rather deal with you. Personally, I would rather have you as my problem or neighbor than the fuckers who are actually there fucking things and causing fuckery and shenaniganery in the background. And what he learns is that the people within his kingdom who are manipulating things are snake people. Like actual snake people. Ugh. Like I hate normal snakes. That's nightmare fuel just thinking about it. Ugh. And apparently they've been around for a while. Kull was, I think he isn't the first king they've been fucking with. I think they've done this with lots of different kings. And what they plan to do is basically kill him and replace him with a puppet. A proxy they can manipulate. And actually at one point Kull sees this guy when he's like pretending to be him at one point, and he kind of has like almost like an existential crisis. Like, is that me or is this me? Because I think at the time he's still struggling with his identity because he's become this king. And also, like I said, he's from Atlantis. That place is gone now. It was destroyed. Because I'm pretty sure at the time there were certain theories about Atlantis running around. I don't know if those theories are still looked at the same, but yeah. So he's having somewhat of an identity. Then he's basically like, get it together, man. Come on now. Quit fucking around. And eventually Kull he actually does something that's similar to like the one Conan story I've actually read, where he kills all of his enemies in one foul swoop. And at first the advisors think he's dead because of the wounds he got. And this guy who was sent by his enemies to help him, he's like, he's fine. He's okay. He'll live. But yeah, it's actually kind of an interesting story altogether. Also, if you're like me and you hate the fuck out of snakes, this could probably provide some catharsis, but also Robert E. Howard's writing is a bit, in some ways I guess you could compare it to what I once heard Neil Gaiman describe of Lovecraft. If you're reading him for the first time, you do have to learn how to read him, like to make sense of what he's saying, I guess. Because he writes in a very weird way, and Robert E. Howard is, he is like a good example of this one philosophy I have towards writing. Sometimes it's not what you write, it's how you write it. It's kind of like, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. Like, the context matters anyway. And also, he has actually some funny ways of describing things. But, yeah, it's not that long, although, for me, it took like a year or two to finally finish reading it, because I'm a slow fucking reader, and I have a metric fuck ton of other shit to read. But it's basically like and also these pulps that are short stories, they do have chapters. I've probably mentioned this in the past and I'm just blanking on it, but yeah, it has little sections to it. It's still short, and I mean, I thought it was interesting. because I got the book with all these cult stories the same year I finally went to see Robert E. Howard's house in Cross Plains, which is a small house, and the town is it's definitely not one like the ones I've seen in the past. It's very, very small. To the point now that whenever I write about an area that has a very low population, I usually reference Cross Plains, which on a few occasions probably doesn't make sense because I don't think the characters I'm writing would have been there in their free time because, yeah, anyway. But, so I've had this story for a while. It was an interesting read. If you just want weirdness, I mean, I say go to Popes and Joe for weirdness, but yeah, this story was fucking weird and I love it. It's my kind of weird. And also, again, I hate the fuck out of snakes. So seeing him genocide the fuck out of the last of the snake people, or I'm hoping they're one of the last of the snake people, was very cathartic for me. Anyway, have a nice day, and fuck snake people. Yemo Hid.